What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to predict the NASCAR 2022 playoffs, which I have a bit of experience in. I've been watching stock cars turn around in circles since 2008, so you hope I know a thing or two about this. But anyways, we're going to hop right into it and talk about the round of 16. So in the round of 16, NASCAR goes to Darlington, Kansas, and the Bristol night race will be the cutoff race for the round of 16. And I have going home, I have the 3 car of Austin Dillon, the 2 car of Austin Cindric, the 48 of Alex Bowman, and the 14 of Chase Briscoe. So in terms of Austin Dillon, I think he's just taken up a playoff spot. I mean, that win at Daytona really just souped him into the playoffs, and I mean, he's kind of just taken up a spot if you ask me. Truex deserves to be there a lot more. But that's not Austin Dillon's fault. He did what he needed to do. That all really comes down to the NASCAR format at the end of the day. So nothing Austin Dillon can do about that. It's just the situation he's put in. But good for him. He made the playoffs. Everybody give him a round of applause. But yeah, he's probably going to go home in the round of 16 if I'm just being honest. Alex Bowman, I just don't see how he gets through. He hasn't been up to snuff this whole year. He's another driver that really snuck into these playoffs with a win if you look back to Las Vegas. That should have been Kyle Busch or MTJ's race if you ask me, looking back at it. But yeah, I just don't think Alex Bowman's done enough this year to really warrant getting my pick to go into the round of 12 sort of thing. He's a good driver. It's almost like this year Alex Bowman showed his, how do I say it, like he's showing the same consistency as he did last year in 2021, but this year he hasn't got the wins to back it up sort of thing and show why he's a driver with talent value. And next year's a big year for Alex Bowman. We'll see what happens with him in that Ally contract, but I wish him all the best. I like Alex Bowman, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Austin Cindric, it's his rookie year. I mean, he's gonna make a few Championship 4 appearances if you ask me. The dude's a very talented race car driver. He's probably, if it wasn't his rookie year, I'd probably have him going to the round of 12 and maybe the round of 8, considering the tracks that are in the round of 12 I feel like really suit Austin Cindric. But yeah, it's just not really Austin Cindric's time yet. It's a great learning experience for him to be in these playoffs, but yeah, I got Austin Cindric going out in the round of 16. And when it comes to Chase Briscoe, I just don't think SHR cars are fast enough for Chase Briscoe, to be honest. Because, I mean, it's clear to me that Chase Briscoe has all the talent in the world. He just needs a fast car to back it up. And I feel like SHR cars are not up to par with, you know, the Gibbs, the Hendrick. I mean, I think Penske's probably better than them, to be honest. So, yeah, I'll take... Trackhouse as well. There's another good team. So I'm gonna take out Chase Briscoe in the round of 12. And in the round of 12, we go to Texas, Talladega, and the Charlotte Roval. So I have picked 4 drivers that I think will go out in the round of 12, and those are Daniel Suarez, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Busch. Now, Daniel Suarez, I feel like this is kind of an easy one, to be honest, because I just don't think Suarez has enough playoff points to really get past this point in the round. And I don't think he's going to be faster than the other guys who are already in the round of 8 to really warrant getting past this round sort of thing. So it's also Suarez's first time in the playoffs too, so fair play for him for that. But yeah, it's just all signs for me point to Daniel Suarez leaving in the round of 12. And when it comes to Christopher Bell, I think Christopher Bell has all the talent in the world. I feel like before Christopher Bell retires, he's gonna win a championship or 2 at least. I think Christopher Bell is that kind of driver, but I just don't see him doing well at Talladega. I feel like he's going to be taken out early because, I mean, I find with Christopher Bell, he's usually in the top 5 for like all these races, like top 5, top 10 area, but then he just fades away for no reason. Either he gets caught up in a wreck or he's just gone. Like, it's either one or the other for Christopher Bell, and I really want to see Christopher Bell do well. I really like Christopher Bell. He's He's a really good driver. He's got all the talent in the world, but I just feel like the round of 12 is going to be Christopher Bell's limit for these playoffs. Now, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney barely stuck into these playoffs. He got his win in the All-Star race, but that doesn't count to the win in year end format, so here we are with Ryan Blaney. I just don't see Ryan Blaney having a good round of 12. I just feel like he's gonna get caught up in a lot of incidents and just not be where he needs to be, and I just feel like the competitors are gonna be better than him, so I'm gonna take out Ryan Blaney in the round of 12. Wow, Ryan Blaney. Can't believe I'm saying that. Another case of great driver, great team. I just think there's better drivers and better cars than Ryan Blaney right now. Because if you really look at it, Ford has been the slowest of the three manufacturers, and then you got Toyota, and then you got Chevrolet. So when it comes to Ryan Blaney, I think Ryan Blaney will end up going home in the round of 12. And now, Kyle freaking Busch. Kyle Busch is one of those guys where it's just, he is the phenom, the only active two-time champion driving in the sport right now. So I mean, Kyle Busch is easily top 5, if not the most talented driver in the field right now. I just think everything going on with this contract situation behind the scenes is really going to hinder him during these playoffs. I feel like he'll definitely put up a fight going into the Roval and Texas and Talladega, but I just don't feel like this round really suits Kyle Busch, and this is the make or break round for Kyle Busch. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot he can do, to be honest. I feel like everyone I have going through to the round of 8 is more suited and has more playoff points than Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch is fighting an uphill battle that I don't think he can win. So when it comes to all that, I'm going to take Kyle Busch out in the round of 12. And the round of 8. Las Vegas, Homestead, Miami, Martinsville. Oh boy, this is gonna get spicy. But for the round of 8, I have William Byron, Kevin Harvick, Tyler Reddick, and Ross Chastain going home. William Byron fans, you're lucky I have him up this far, because my God, the end of the regular season for him has been horrific, to say the least. He has not been up to the par that he said at the beginning of the season, because honestly, at the beginning of the season, I thought William Byron could have won the championship. He was in a Hendrick car, he was whipping that thing around. Like, I easily thought William Byron could have won the championship this year, but I think he will pick it up towards the later rounds of these playoffs. But yeah, I just don't think he's got it in him this year to make that push to the championship for. Maybe next year. Maybe next year I think William Byron can do it. But this year, I don't think he has what it takes. So William Byron going home in the round of 8. Now, Kevin Harvick. I would have Kevin Harvick in the championship for if he wasn't in an SHR car. Because honestly, I thought Harvick was just writing the fairy tale to a swan song here this year until Michigan, I gotta say. But ever since Michigan, Kevin Harvick has not only surprised me, he's changed the way I think about him almost. If he's taken a crap car like that to wins and top 10s all the time, like, fair play. Like, Kevin Harvick is that kind of driver. He's top 15 or top 10 all time easily. But I think it's just a combination of, I wouldn't say better drivers, but drivers in better cars that I feel are going to get the better of Kevin Harvick. And I don't think this round really suits the Ford camp in how do I say it, like, in the stylistic track sort of thing. I just don't feel like their car is really going to shine at Las Vegas, Homestead, or Martinsville. So that's why I'm going to take out Kevin Harvick in the round of 8. Now, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick has shown me a lot this year. I knew he was gonna have a breakout season, to say the least. I only had him winning 1 race this year, but he's ended up getting 2, and I think he will get 1 more win during the playoffs as well. Because I do think Tyler Reddick is the next big thing, and Denny Hamlin did a really good job signing him up because, my god, that boy is talented. But, yeah, no, I think I probably would lean towards putting Tyler Reddick in the championship 4, but it's just a matter of the limit of his RCR equipment is how I see it, because I feel like Tyler Reddick could easily go win a championship in a good car, but I don't think that RCR car is good enough for Tyler Reddick to get to the championship race, considering who I have in the championship race. So, Tyler Reddick's going home in the round of 8. Sorry, Reddick fans. I really wanted to put him in the championship 4, if I'm being honest. Now, Ross Chastain, last driver out. Ross. Where do I even start? Ross Chastain has surprised me in every asset of entertainment this season. He has drone his absolute balls off. I didn't even, going into this year, I didn't even think Ross Chastain was going to get a win. And when he got 2 before May, I was impressed. Fair enough. You're a great driver. I didn't think Trackhouse would be this good either. To even think, this time last year, that a Trackhouse car would be on the verge of making the championship 4 is absolutely insane. So, fair play to Trackhouse. They've done amazing. I just don't see Chastain getting to the championship 4 because of how many people he's pissed off in the summer months. Chase doesn't want anything to do with him. Denny doesn't want anything to do with him. Truex is pissed off at him. So I think the amount of enemies Ross Chastain has made is really going to hinder him for the rest of these playoffs. And yeah, the only one he can really blame for is himself, because he's pissed everybody off enough that he's just not going to make it to the championship 4. It's a shame for the guy, because I really think he deserves it. The way he's been driving this year, he deserves it, but you can't go out there and run through everybody every single week, because what goes around comes around, and if you don't like it, you're a hypocrite. You gotta change the way you race. Ross Chastain doesn't have to change the way he races. He just has to tone down running through everybody is about it. Because everything else about Ross Chastain is great, but you can't run through everybody every single week, and that's just a basic law of NASCAR. Simple as. So that leaves me with a championship 4 of Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson. Now, 1 race winner takes all. Who do I think will take it in Phoenix? You might be surprised with this one. I'm going Kyle Larson. I think Kyle Larson is really going to tune it up in these playoffs. He only has 2 wins this year. I think he should probably have 3 or 4 the way he's been driving this year. But I just don't see anybody stopping Kyle Larson again. Because, if it comes down to Larson and Chase, we saw what happened at Watkins Glen. Larson's not gonna budge for anybody, especially in a championship setting. Do you really think going down into the dogleg, if Larson's on the inside in 3rd place and Elliott's in 1st, do you not think Larson's gonna send it all the way down there and shoot for that pass? There's no way in hell he isn't. So in my opinion, Kyle Larson will be this year's champion. if I'm being honest, Chase Elliott probably deserves it. So, fair play, Chase Elliott. You got the regular season trophy. If anything, that should be the trophy that matters most nowadays due to NASCAR's credibility. But I think Kyle Larson wins against Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Joey Logano in a one-race winner-takes-all championship race. So, cry about it, Chase Elliott fans. I'm sorry. I think he could easily win it, but I just think the 5-car will be the champion at the end of this year. That's just what I think. I mean, it's the second last day of August when I'm recording this. Larson might get knocked out in the round of 16 or the round of 12. Who knows? It could happen, but I don't think it will. So, to everybody, I hope you enjoy the playoffs. It's been a great season so far. I've loved the next gen car. I've loved all the racing. And yeah, let's have a great playoffs, everybody.